It's third versus fourth at the King Power Stadium as Chelsea take on Leicester City, aiming to cut the 8-point gap between the Foxes and the Blues, or perhaps more pertinently extend the 6-point advantage Frank Lampard's team currently enjoy over those chasing a top four place. Kanté. At times he's found a pocket of space like that. Pedro right side for now. James on the overlap. Pedro having a go. Not a bad idea that. Schmeichel had to backpedal to tip it over.
Yeah, I think he's gone for goal here. I mean, he's got it too central to beat Schmeichel, but he's got an opportunity to clip it into that far post area.
And deep to the far post, yes. And there's Tony Rudiger to put Chelsea ahead. A little more than a minute into the second half.
Well, it looks so simple, doesn't it? Tony Rudiger just rising at the far post. It's a great delivery to that far post area. Leicester can't do anything about it. Zonal marking, two big centre-backs have been taken out of the equation, and Rudiger's movement is excellent to the far post. That's a simple header.
Listen into Tielemans. Good run being made left side by Barnes. Infield to go for goal, deflection and in. Caballero was scrambling and couldn't get there, and with a big slice of luck, Harvey Barnes scores for the third league game in a row. Now Chilwell in behind, only Perez in the middle though. Vieira came and then has to go back. Here's Tielemans, real chance here, 2-1. It's Ben Chilwell against Chelsea, and Leicester have turned this game on its head within a 10-minute spell. Now Mason, we need a delivery. It's a much better one, and Rudiger again! What a header from Tony Rudiger at the double in the second half. And Chelsea back into it. Schmeichel clawing at thin air, perfectly placed from the big German. 2-2.
Well, we often say, don't we, just put it in there and give players a chance, maybe at the beginning of games or at the end. And that's all Mason's done. Put it in an area that we can attack.
He's got to chase after it, Christensen. That's the end of the game. Frantic second half, which featured 4 goals. Chelsea ahead right at the start of it, but quickly pegged back by Barnes and then behind when Chilwell made it 2-1. But Tony Rudiger's second goal of the game ensures that the points are shared between the third and fourth best team in the Premier League thus far this season. Final score at the King Power Stadium: Leicester City 2, Chelsea 2. After a fortnight away, Chelsea resume their season with the visit of Manchester United to Stamford Bridge in the first of 3 potentially season-defining fixtures here in the space of just 8 days. Kovacic allowed to turn and release it to Azpilicueta. Kovacic again. Here's James. Looking for room for a shot, maybe Reece James! Whistle just wide.
That is such a good bit of play as well, isn't it, by Chelsea? But Reece James just unleashed one across the face of the goal. Look at that, it almost looks like it's going in. Just drifts past the post.
Pedro. It's a brilliant ball. Mason Mount, come back for Batshuayi! Everything but the finish.
Well, we say about him, that's what he's there for, that's what he should be doing, and he should be scoring from there. It's a great chance.
Wan-Bissaka trying to chop inside away from Willian, turning one way and then the other, getting his crossover to Martial, who puts it into the far corner and gives Manchester United the lead. It's 2-0. Header powered in by Harry Maguire for his first Premier League goal for Manchester United. And now Chelsea have a mountain to climb. Mounty went for it and hit the post. And this evening of frustration just goes on and on.
Not unlucky, isn't it? What an attempt this is.
Managed to find its way through to Willian. Mount. That is that. A massive win for Manchester United. A bitter defeat for Chelsea, who have 2 goals chalked off by VAR in the second half here. United ahead at the break, thanks to Anthony Martial right on the stroke of half-time. Harry Maguire, midway through the second period, powered in a header to double the lead. And instead of being 9 points ahead of Manchester United, the gap between they and Chelsea is cut to just 3. Final score at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2. Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur at Stamford Bridge. Always one of the defining fixtures in the seasons of both clubs, but today's meeting carries added significance. When Jose Mourinho took charge of Spurs in November, they trailed Chelsea in the Premier League by 11 points. Now that gap has been cut to just 1. Alonso, that's a clever ball, great run made by Mount too! And Lloris had to be smart at his near post to keep him out.
Well, like Carriero's save at one end, this is another good save, isn't it, by Hugo Lloris? That's a good ball.
Brilliant from Jorginho into Giroud. Can he get the shot up here? Kicked away by Lloris. Barkley on the follow-up, hits the woodwork. Back for Giroud! Yeah! Chelsea ahead! Olivier Giroud back in the team. Comes up with a big, big goal for the Blues.
Tell you what, he does well to get the shot away. Good save by Lloris. Barkley should have scored in many respects. It was awkward for him, but this is excellent. Wow, what a strike by Giroud.
Bounce on the free kick here. Not his best work, but it flicked out for Alonso. He's had a go! A little deflection off somebody, I fancy, took it over the bar.
I tell you what, he has caught hold of this. The technique with his right foot as well is magnificent.
Hurled down the line by Azpilicueta, flicked on by Giroud, nicely taken by Mason Mount. On for Barkley, cleverly moved it on, one more for Alonso! What a goal! Marcos Alonso against Tottenham again. He finishes off what was a quite brilliant move. Stunning stuff from Chelsea. 2 up, no time after half-time.
Well, it's absolutely brilliant. It's the thing we were looking for. And there we see the drive from behind the goal. Here he is, picking his spot, bottom corner. Fabulous.
Lovely spin by Barkley, trying to catch Lloris out. And stinging his palms with a fearsome drive.
Wow. Well, we're on a high, aren't we? And we've got to stay there as well. Looks like Alonso. Maybe though Willian doing what Willian does.
It is Alonso! Nearly snapped the bar in 2, and the follow-up wasn't bad either from Kovacic, but wide. What a wallop from Marcos Alonso. Here's Lamela though. Oh, it's deflected in. A very, very fortunate goal, but Spurs are back in it. No foul there on Lo Celso by Kovacic. Here's Willian. Kovacic again. Chelsea have won it. It is a massive, massive victory. Sometimes a win feels like more than a win, and that is the case today. Final score at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Olivier, particularly for you. A pleasing afternoon all round.
Well, it was a very important game for us today. I want to talk about the team spirit, and we've shown a great character today. We knew that it was maybe a kind of turning point, you know, because we were not in. We lost a bit of maybe confidence, you know. At home, it was nice to bounce back and to get this win, hard win, but against a rival. So yeah, I feel relieved today.
And
Another day at Stamford Bridge and another huge game. What next, we wonder, on the fabulous Chelsea roller coaster? Well, how about a visit from the opposition of the club's finest hour? Mason Mount wanted the early ball there that those of us with a bird's eye view could see. Reece James had on. Look at this for a burst from Kovacic. Stamford Bridge on its feet now. Alonso, and still Alonso. Why not? It's going to come out to Reece James. To corner after Neuer's first real test of the game.
Marcos Alonso does brilliant here. The build-up play was terrific. Jorginho and Kovacic working the ball through midfield, but it's there. Too close, isn't it, to Neuer? Can't quite get it in the bottom corner. There's a slip by Azpilicueta.
Gnabry and Lewandowski trying to take advantage. Bayern score in front of their fans. That was deadly. Clinical precision, and it's an away goal for Bayern. It's amazing, isn't it? While everyone's in the right place, okay, fine, maybe they don't get through. It's a split second.
Yeah.
One loss of footing. Oh, there's a hole. Bang, 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 goal. They're looking for another here. Lewandowski helping it on. Gnabry could be in again. He is in again, and he scored again. 2 in a matter of minutes, and Bayern are suddenly well in control of this last 16 tie.
Oh dear.
Davis showing that speed again. He's hurdled Christensen. Big worries. Tap in. Tie over. Lewandowski 3-0. They have been ruthlessly precise tonight.
What these guys will learn from this particular game, it's going to be immensely tough in the second leg. We're not expecting anything.
Well, Bayern certainly are. They're expecting a place in the quarter-final, and they're halfway to getting it, and then some. Chelsea's nearly moments were only that and weren't taken when they came, and that all adds up to one very hefty deficit. We are needing the miracle of Munich in mid-March, because the first leg has finished Chelsea 0, Bayern 3. Chelsea visit the South Coast to take on struggling Bournemouth, with the Blues aiming to record back-to-back league victories and to cement their position in 4th place in the Premier League. 10 of Chelsea's last 14 Premier League goals have come from set pieces. Strange header from Azpilicueta. It was a good clearance. Volley comes back in. Oh, and Ramsdale almost made a pig's ear of that.
Again, we talk about taking it first time on the volley. I actually didn't think that was on, but he's made the best of it. Bang on target.
James. It's a really good ball in from James, flicked off the crossbar and hammered in by Marcos Alonso, who scores on this ground for the second time. And Chelsea, just past the half hour, hit the front.
Early on, nice little 1-2, but Alonso on that sweet left foot we've spoken about before gets a super strike in here, finish it off, great position, superb.
His flighted ball was a good one, and it's powered in for the equaliser by Jefferson Lerma. Simple goal for Bournemouth to get back on level terms. Here's Stacey, he's got Wilson square, and for a tap-in at the far post is Josh King. Suspicion of offside, for now the goal stands, and Bournemouth have turned this game on its head in the space of 3 minutes. Azpilicueta. Here's Pedro! Good save, Ramsdale! And in by Alonso for 2-2! Marcos at the double to get Chelsea out of a difficult situation, and we're all square.
Well, we've been knocking and knocking and knocking on the door. Pedro finds that little bit of space to get the shot away. Good first touch for him, sets it up nicely. Good save by Ramsdale, but that's a super finish. All over at the Vitality, and all square it finishes.
Chelsea ahead at half-time thanks to Marcos Alonso, but then quickly behind after the restart. A brace of goals in a 3-minute spell for the home side from Lerma and from King, but Alonso on target to level up 5 minutes from the end. Another big game to come on Tuesday night. Liverpool in the 5th round of the FA Cup at the Bridge, but it's a point away from home in the Premier League today. Chelsea's search for a first win on the road in the league in 2020 continues, but they made sure that they got something having trailed here at the Vitality Stadium, where the final score was Bournemouth 2, Chelsea 2.